Let's call it eternal peace in the Middle East.
Welcome to IAI Uncovered, Episode 10. Tonight, Trump and Netanyahu are pushing a 20-point Gaza peace plan. And the man chosen to lead it, Tony Blair. On paper it's a roadmap to peace, but what lies beneath is a different story.
It's so important that I'm willing to do it, and we'll do it right, and we're going to put leaders from other countries on, and leaders that are very distinguished leaders, and we'll have a board, and one of the people that wants to be on the board is the UK former Prime Minister, Tony Blair, good man, very good man, and some others, and they'll be named over the next few days.
I don't think it is acceptable for people in Gaza to live like this, and I think we all bear responsibility for it. The international community, the politics, all the surrounding issues. We sometimes forget there are real people that end up suffering.
The plan would set up a transitional authority for Gaza, chaired by Blair, with international oversight. Palestinians, meanwhile, would be given advisory seats, not decision-making power.
I also want to thank Prime Minister Netanyahu for agreeing to the plan. If accepted by Hamas, this proposal calls for the release of all remaining hostages immediately, but in no case more than 72 hours.
Inside the 20 points, ceasefire monitoring, policing units, and special economic zones. But the hidden clauses reveal something else: investors and foreign contractors controlling Gaza's reconstruction.
Working with the World Bank and others, it will be responsible for recruiting and training a new government that will be made up of Palestinians along with highly qualified experts from all around the world.
Palestinian activists warn this isn't peace, it's colonization dressed as reconstruction.
Well, I guess it's because Satan was unavailable. I mean, look, Tony Blair and the Tony Blair Institute, it's never met a despot whose money they didn't want to take.
Even Palestinian leaders are rejecting Blair's name. Mustafa Barghouti called it a recipe for disaster, another foreigner imposed on Gaza.
Bringing in Tony Blair, for God's sake. I mean, Tony Blair was described by his own colleagues as a war criminal. One of the British parliamentarians was saying that the place for Mr. Blair is not in Gaza, but in The Hague.
And Blair's record in the region speaks for itself. Iraq, the Quartet, endless shuttle diplomacy. Many see him not as a peacemaker, but as a man of Washington and London.
For the war crimes that were committed in Iraq, I don't want to speak about the issue of corruption here, but we know very well how much Mr. Blair is obedient to the Israeli side. So in a way, keeping the Israeli troops in Gaza for a long time.
The uncovered angle is money. This plan ties Gaza's future to blended finance deals, meaning public-private partnerships, investors, and international boards managing reconstruction. Who will own the new housing projects? Who collects tariffs on Gaza's ports? And who profits from the billions in aid? These are the questions the 20-point plan leaves unanswered. In reality, the US and Israel hold the keys. Trump pushes, Netanyahu signs on, Blair executes. For Palestinians, it looks like another imposed experiment. This was IAI Uncovered. Episode 10. The headline reads, 20-point peace plan. The fine print reads, control, contracts, and capital. The Gaza story is still being written. Comment below.